Let's go.
Only going up this year.
Bruh.
Gentlemen, how's it been?
You have the floor, my friend.
Gentlemen. All right. So this is a topic that I've wanted to dive into for a while now.
Actually, let's welcome Jesse to the room real quick, too.
Yeah.
Welcome, sir.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry to continue.
No, it's all good. Jesse can get in on this too if he feels like. But yeah, there's a topic I wanted to talk to you about. All the man them involved. Even Nadi, I want your perspective as well. I know you're behind the scenes doing your thing, but I'd like your perspective on this as well. And the reason I need your guys' perspective is because when I look around the room...
This is already scaring me. Like, where are we going with this, bro? Like, come on.
No, so because when I look around the room, all I see are fathers. And not only fathers of multiple children. And therefore, the reason why I bring this topic up is because I'm going to be joining the fold very soon. And the conversation came up with a friend of ours. Shout out to Antoine. And it was just a conversation. But it led me to obviously bring this topic up. Have the man them seriously, and I mean seriously, ever considered, and if not are going forward, considered getting a vasectomy?
Oh, hell yes, bro. Are you...
Winner, Kenya.
Where you at, my friend? Are you crazy, dude? Yo, the way I like to... Man, next question, bro. Like, there's no way. Like,
There's got to be a build-up. We can't just, like, you know what I mean?
Listen, be like, when I'm done, oh, just sign me up.
Oh, but see now, are you done?
I'm not done.
Okay. SB?
That was a great build-up.
Thank
that
you.
was a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
fucking build-up. I'm like, holy shit.
Whoops. Okay.
Cheers.
I'll never do it.
Never.
Nah, I need the other person to do it. I'm that guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
surprising.
I used to kind of feel that way. Like,
Yeah,
right?
me too, but and that's another reason why I asked that.
Yeah, I've been asked to do it too.
I have no problem busting blanks, bro.
I can't do it.
Me neither.
I can't do it.
Now.
I'm like paranoid scared.
About paranoid about what?
I don't
Like something
know.
might go wrong and then...
Yeah, I can't get over that.
Nah, I think I'm good still. I can do it.
Yeah.
I can do it.
If I know, knowing what that comes with, bro, like,
And that part
buddy,
scares
sign
me.
me up.
And so
Sign me up.
Yeah, sign me up. And another reason why is the reason why I have to. Well, I shouldn't say have to. I don't have to do anything. But the reason why I'm willing to take the plunge, so to speak, is because Ness already gone through a lot.
Exactly.
I know.
Already gone through a lot.
And that was part of my whole
Yeah.
thing too. Like, seeing what it was like, you didn't even reach that far yet.
No.
When you're in that hospital room, bro, and you see that all of that happen, bro. After I saw that, bro, you could have had anything in the world, including that. I'll go take a 2 snip just to whatever.
Let's not downplay it, bro. Like it ain't 2 snip. Like,
I mean,
shit. That's some real snippage, bro. That ain't.
I'm like,
yeah, but trust me, when you're in that hospital room and you see,
I
bro,
know. And I'm not,
you're gonna like,
and that's why I'm willing.
right?
That's why I'm willing to do it. It's just
I respect that. But even having seen it and all that,
I was because we've never even had that conversation. I guess, yeah,
I still feel
that didn't
scared.
phase you in a way, but that didn't phase like you're watching. Listen to me, bro.
It didn't phase me like the way that you're saying it. Like you could
That
have
was
anything
magic.
else
It was
in
amazing. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like a human being coming out of another human being.
To me, that wasn't the part that hit me. Mine, like when I just got to hold them, that was like.
yeah. So you're first, like your own.
Yeah, because I'm
connection.
watching it, and it might be because I'm squirmish. Like,
So am I.
yeah, like
I don't like
it
it
too.
Okay, yeah,
I
cool,
was,
cool, cool.
I wasn't looking down there. I was like up top,
No,
but I mean, like I knew what was going on.
I was watching. Like I'm
Yeah,
standing
I'd
on the
want to.
side, but I'm watching. I'm watching it come out. I'd heard the first cry, all that stuff. I cut
Yeah.
the
Umbilical.
cord, yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you. But the moment that really made me go, oh my God, is like when I'm holding it and I'm looking at it and like whatever I'm saying.
It- I know,
whether it's my
I know.
daughter or my son.
Yeah.
Like whatever they were doing, eyes closed or crying or whatever, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And like, this is the funny thing, man. My daughter immediately put her fingers in her mouth, right? And I was just like, oh shit, that was quick. Like almost like
Yeah,
immediately.
they do that while they're in there. They do that while they're in there.
He never did it, but she still does it till now.
Sometimes it's a reflex. Yeah, but sometimes it's a soothing reflex. Apparently,
yeah. She still sleeps like that. She still does it here and there. It's hilarious. Her fingers getting all messed up and trying to stop. But anyway,
fixation.
Yeah.
Just hope it doesn't travel through to 18, 19, 20s. You know what I mean?
I can't believe this guy just said that right now.
I'm just, bro.
He's got 2 girls, so
Oh God.
It's like you gotta.
Now I get that.
it's life.
But you still didn't have to say it. It's like I got years before I have to think about all that. But no, honestly though,
Yo, you never thought about that though,
no,
even
I
with your
thought
own
about
mom
it.
though.
No, I've
like
thought
even
about
with your mom.
what about my mom?
I mean, your mom was in a bacas at one point still. Like,
Nah.
might even still be. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
This guy's ruthless right now.
but it's true though. It's true. It's true.
Nah, I don't
It's
think
true.
about that.
So hold on. So hold on. We've
When are you thinking about this?
Listen,
what is the state of your mind?
No, but
when you're
listen.
thinking about
No, but
this?
listen. Because my next question was:
Yeah.
nobody in here has ever walked in on their parents.
Thank goodness, no,
No.
never. That never came to pass.
The
Not
thing
even
is,
close.
okay. So for me
They
now,
might have, but I was so
that's
oblivious.
what I'm exactly.
They might have.
Exactly.
Might
because
have.
the thing is,
But they played it off real good.
listen,
Thank you.
exactly.
Thank you.
bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like years later I thought back to myself like, why did they carry on like that? That time I like it was. You know what it was? Because I was an adult, bro. I think the man they were making a one move that night. Like we were going out to a party and I had to go inside their room to get something or something. And like from my busted door, all was like a biggest commotion ever. And I'm like, did I scare you guys? Or was like.
Yeah.
The thing is, in the moment, I promise you, in that moment, I feel like I just scared them because it was late.
That's
like,
what they
why
wanted
is
you to
this guy in
think.
my room?
That's exactly what they
Right?
wanted.
Yeah.
You. And you know what? You
But even
probably
the subconscious
is-
though, but it's subconscious.
I don't- but-
he probably did scare them though.
yeah.
Nah, man. Nah, bro. Because the thing is, every other time I did it, I never got that reaction. So I thought to myself, why was that one time they were so bringle? To this day, I think that might have been what it was. But the thing is, I have a next brethren who fully walked in. And the man's dad turned to him and was like,
Yo, dog.
Thank you. Come again.
you're wicked, bro. Like that's disgusting.
All right, we're good. We're
Well
good.
done. Well done, sir.
We're good. We're good. We're good. You guys are in good company now, all right?
The man walked in and his dad was like, "What me in a knock?"
Like, but honestly though, that's how I would feel. You see, like, yo, this is.
But I mean, I thought you guys were sleeping. Like, I would. That's what you guys should be doing.
Really?
Big people like that, yo, them days are over.
Yeah, keep that same energy, bro.
Yo, that
same energy.
Yo, and the thing is,
You know what's weird? I'm trying to remember if it's happened to me with my kids right now. Like, I feel like
That's too young, man.
I
in
know
my
it is,
opinion.
but that's my point. So how would we even remember if we have or not? Like, how far do you even remember?
Well, like I said,
You get what I'm saying? Like,
thankfully,
how old did you say you were?
yo, you see that? It's funny. I just had this conversation the other day because oftentimes when I think as far back as my childhood,
Yeah.
my reference point is when I moved to Westmore. Anything prior to that, I was under 7. So all the memories that I have of being in the apartment building with my parents,
Yeah.
I was under 7.
Got it. Okay.
Everything
That's
after that, it's kind of a blur as to what age I was, but I have very specific memories from then. So I automatically know I was under 7 and say, buddy, that's 1 to 6.
Yeah.
Nothing was out. 0 to 3. So 3 to 6. I'm pretty good still. I have a few memories from back then.
Okay.
And there's a lot of pictures. The pictures help because they trigger a
sure.
thought and time.
Any sense. Some
The
visual,
picture-
something sense. Send me the flame.
So I'm looking at it like I remember stuff, like certain memories from when I'm like 4, maybe even 3, 5. So like my daughter's 6 now. I remember being 6. Like I remember a lot of shit from 6, right? And I
I
think,
can remember 7 because I remember 7 was with this guy.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of memories from 7 with him.
yeah, there you go. So, and I think that's what it is. We're going to remember stuff when we associate it with like pictures and shit
Yeah.
that you actually did. And the more like he's another common person that you could kind of share the experience with and relive it or whatever, right? So there's certain things that I just remember. And I'm like, I wonder if like what age they would have, mind you, this has, they were like I don't even know if it ever happened. I'm just thinking if it ever happened, but they're going to remember certain things right now. Unrelated to sex. I was just thinking about like, fuck, I remember.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, But yeah.
It's something I think about now. Not that I have women upstairs in the area where my children might be sleeping, but you never know.
Pump it up.
Was I off? I was a little off.
I know you just wanted to let that one rip. I like, man, as long as they know. That's it.
That's always that's gonna be the first and the last one. I don't give a shit.
I could almost see us like having like a feature with Joe Budden one day just for shits and giggles.
Yeah,
where he's gotta like notice the shit that we're talking about. Cause
Not just Joe Budden.
pump it up. No,
See, but I feel like you guys ain't even thinking that big though.
I know. I'm just.
I feel like you're not even thinking like you're gonna be on the radar.
You know
like
what? You know what? It's hard for me to think anything beyond the arrival of my children right now. But once that comes, like my mind's probably going to be in overdrive. Like I don't even know. I'm not ready for the acceleration of where my mind, my body, my heart, I'm not even ready for it. Like I'm not. I've been anticipating this for my whole life, and then I have no idea what it's going to be like. It's pre-fatherhood, and then it's fatherhood. All right? So that's another question. Do you guys remember feeling a difference before you were a father, and then when you were a father, like when your first children drop? Like, do you remember feeling like, oh? Because I was talking to one of the man them today, and he was just like, yo, I didn't even feel. He was holding his daughter, his first child, for the first time, and he's just like, yo, I didn't even feel like a father. He's like, I didn't even feel like a father until it was like a year.
That's a good question.
Right?
Yeah.
Nah,
Me,
I think from I found out my shit works, it was like a father mode.
Really?
Like when the day I found out
I can see that with you though, but
the baby is actually there, like like
immediately,
right, buddy. Not even just a man, yo. I'd be like, I wonder what the perspective would be like at this point. Like, would you really? There's only one person's opinion that could speak to it.
Yeah.
But I can only speak to it from my perspective, and I really felt like, you think a girl could ever ask me to rub her feet? Ever?
I know.
Prior to you carrying my seed?
Exactly.
Are you crazy?
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly.
That ain't me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anything you wanted, anything you needed.
What she's willing to do. I mean, just saying.
So you're willing to trade?
Yeah.
See, for me, I know. Nah.
I'd rather be the receiver to tell you the truth, but I mean,
obviously, everybody wants to receive.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, but I mean, exactly.
No.
Like the five love
I don't want to
languages.
take away. I don't want to take away from giving.
But that's such a man thing, bro.
And hey.
Because when a lot of these women will be like, "Oh, I just want to satisfy."
I don't.
Like, as long as you're good, I'm straight.
Yeah.
But
even what you're saying,
I
think he's just speaking from his perspective, because that whole 5 love languages thing. There's a lot of guys that are not like I always used to. I never even thought of that. First of all, I thought every guy was just physical until
I do.
You know what I mean?
I do.
I don't know. I guess hear other shit.
But did you mature at a point when I was like, no, I want to ensure that you are satisfied before I am?
I feel like I did, but at the same time, it like that only moved from like 0 to maybe like 20%. At the end of the day, it was still, I got to get mine. Selfishly.
But you still feel like that now?
I'm kind of confusing things, but it always mattered. It always mattered that she got pleasure. It's just that, to be honest, my pleasure mattered more. It really did.
You know what it is for me?
But at no point in time have you transitioned to like, no, I want to ensure she's
Are we talking
satisfied.
about sex right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so to me, a part of my pleasure is knowing that I hit it off for her.
And that's
like I get to like another like now like all right, let me really fucking cover your
But a lot of
face.
guys aren't even chasing that though. A lot of guys aren't even chasing that.
But see now, for me, it matters who the person is.
That's great.
If she's just a thing, then it don't matter at all. Like, you better come with it, because once I'm done, I'm done.
This is where the conversation might just get interesting, because how many times have you just slammed the thing versus
Are we gonna talk
had
numbers
sex
now?
with somebody you actually cared about?
I've probably been with more like that
Things?
Yeah, than the relationship side. Like,
See me,
Yeah, but okay, is a thing just like you met it on Tinder,
It could be.
talked to it for a week and then slapped
because
it
she
up,
started
or
as
is
a
a
thing, doesn't
thing
mean she ended up as a
or is a thing somebody you've been entertaining for months, but you just never made it official?
what's official?
Like, Do you want to
See,
Yeah.
for me, my official is how I felt. It didn't even necessarily matter the title. If I knew I felt something, then it mattered to me that she got something. But if I didn't care about her, like I'm saying I don't care about her, but like if it wasn't anything more than,
I'm just gonna say it like this because I'm kind of lost. But like, even if it's just a fucking random one night thing, right?
then
I'm
it
still
don't
about
matter.
enjoying that.
I mean,
I will still get more fucking
This is
pleasure knowing
assuming-
that she fucking got off.
see, for me,
Oh man, I'm about to really go off. Revealing way too much, but I think it's gonna come
share
out.
your perspective.
That's what it is. Because I'm like, even for you to say that, that's assuming that like other men have had one night stands. Because
What do you mean?
not every guy says like a one night stand where it's like you literally you went out, you met the person.
But you didn't say it was a one night stand. You said it could be a months, whatever. I just went based on I never went based on a one night stand.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, even if I was doing a one night stand, that I would still do that.
I had a thing for 3 years. Like, yo, what difference does it make?
But what made so then what made her a ting? Like, why was she just a ting to you?
Because I knew it was going to be nothing.
Oh, is
more
that what
for
you're trying
me.
to ask?
For me, I knew it was going to be nothing more. I was never going.
What made you feel that way? Just based off of her resume,
her
credentials,
the whole nine. Her resume, but also her compatibility, her resume and my resume coming together.
Hold on, what do you look for in a resume?
Everything. Because like at the
What's
end of the day,
everything though?
everything, schooling, education, lifestyle, family life, how she's
smart.
financially,
Yeah.
is she emotionally mature? Like all these things, because at the end of the day, this is life we're talking about. You're settling, like, are you going to be able to get with me and live with me? Like all those things matter.
Hold on. So I just want to understand something. Has that been your filtration from like the beginning?
It grew into that. Like before, I can't.
Because that, like, to me, that sounds more like, all right, you're gonna be my wife. Like that. Like,
So that I would say that was like after I was like 25, 26. That's when it's like I really started.
that's how you started thinking.
Really.
That's smart.
It mattered.
That's gonna help a lot of people.
It mattered. I'm not gonna say it didn't matter before.
Yeah.
Like all those things mattered, but
Yeah.
not to the extent that it matters now.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
certain elements, like her emotional maturity, didn't matter back then, but it matters more now.
Yeah.
The financial part, it didn't necessarily matter because, like, I mean, if she was well off, great. But at the end of the day, we were all working at freaking McDonald's, like, you know, Walmart, whatever. Like we all had like minimum wage jobs, so it wasn't like we all had financial, you know what I mean? But then as you grow up, like, and you're being independent and you're taking care of yourself, not only that, building a family, are you able to build with me? Are you able to build bread with me? Because at the end of the day, are we building something for our future, our kids' future, or are you just like a leech and eating off of my hard work? And then if you're eating off of my hard work, not only like there's no building. Like we can't even start a family because I can't even create or further the nest egg because you're eating off it. So then why would I want to settle down with you? Nah. So then you could just you're just a thing, and that's all it's gonna be. I can't take you on long term. If you can now, if you satisfy a pleasure for me, and you're willing to do that long term, who am I to say no? I let it be known ahead of time, like you're not gonna, this isn't going forward. And that's one thing. Like I let her know, like, yo, this ain't, we're not gonna go.
Anything.
Yeah. But I mean, we could still be cool. Like we still wanna, like we're both adults. Like if you still wanna get down, like you know what I mean. The answer was yes. So ting for 3 years, 4 years. But it was never, and it was off and on. Like you know what I mean. Like there's times where she's trying to pursue people, and if she's pursuing someone, like I'm not in the way. Go pursue. You know
Because Shabir and I are very similar in some respects, I almost feel like he's hesitant on going all in on his treats just as much because we're both like sitting here listening to you, and it's like
It's interesting.
man, do I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It very much is.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way when it comes to a lot of things. But like, do I want to give my perspective in this? Because man, you're still out on the road, still trying to like rope in a few things here and there. So
I'm happy. I'm settled down. So it's just like, yeah, in the past.
but I want to chime in. I want to share. But it's like,
Nah,
that was pretty. I wasn't in. I think.
I'll throw some stuff out there just because it's like kind of happening right now. So my game has elevated not so much of those certain things, but I'm really big on compatibility and communication right now. Like obsessively. So
am I.
Yeah.
So am I.
you.
And he's
That
always
one-
been like that, but I'm very in it right now.
But
Like,
you know what it is? I
any
think
Geminis out there, holla at me, yo. Like,
get the Tauruses out of
ask
here.
somebody. Like, get, like, come on.
Tauruses out the
Holla
door,
at me, yo. Holla at me. Holla at me. Holla at me.
Oh man. Nah, but like
Geminis, Leos, and Aquarius. Those are my 3 front runners right now.
I just know what I'm not into. Very clearly.
That's out the equation.
See,
though.
but you see with me though?
I like how you said that.
Even
but I'll
more
go
than
deeper
half.
than that though. Like maybe I should just really drop this. But
Does it matter then to you? Like you'd rather not run your numbers up if you come across one, you wouldn't entertain it. You're just like, meh.
I'm
Or
at
you're gonna be
that
like,
point-
I'm still gonna smash it and then dash it.
Nah, I'm at that point now though, because that's how I used to be. That's why this whole thing is funny for me. I would
it's easy to
pursue
get
it.
caught up.
I would
It's
pursue
easy
it
to
to
get caught
like
up.
I gotta smash.
Bump it
And then-
up.
yeah. Okay.
yeah.
And then that became like
That's a part of it too,
And,
though.
and then I would wave off of all of that. Like none of that really mattered to me. I was more into that being really good and then build on everything else. So I feel like
That's how I was in the beginning.
yeah. So I feel
That's
like
how
I was
in the
like that too long. You know what I mean? And then when I wasn't like that, I started thinking different. As in, like, okay, just trust matters to me. Okay, your family matters. I get that. But there's a lot of things that I still put to, I will mold these, whatever, departments or labels or personality traits or whatever the fuck. Or all.
It's funny that you
or-
say mold though. Was it really? Did you go in thinking mold?
Nah, not well, sort
Or
of,
was
not
it
really.
more to, like, shape
so,
the-
so there were
like-
certain things that she didn't have in the moment that I thought that I would be able to help with and work with based on what she's saying to me, because she recognizes those. I don't want to say the word flaws, but those differences of being or expression. You know what I mean? That's vague, eh?
I'm not kind of confused.
Are you too? Or do you follow?
I just got caught up in watching the smoke still. I'm not gonna lie.
Only going up this year.
Please
I
believe.
don't know. Because I haven't smoked in a little. I mean, I started back smoking pretty much this week, but
Yeah.
because of the whole thing, good 7, 8, 9 days without it, and then
How did you feel on the 9th day? Do you get what I'm drawing to?
I
Does that
wasn't.
make sense?
The
No?
thing is, because the 9th day I still wasn't fully like myself, so it didn't.
It wasn't appealing.
It was a little for a very short period of time, and then it was just like I mean, we can get into that after, but not to. I zoned.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I got caught up watching the smoke, and I was like, it's been a minute since I've been in a zone like this where I catch myself just watching the smoke.
I could specify whatever you want to clear up because
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, go. Yeah.
Oh fuck, man! You guys deviated too long.
That's why I hit the Hadouken, because I was like, damn it, you lost me, and then we got
Yeah.
like that's
I could bring it all back. I could
Bring it
all
up, bring it back, bring it
All
back.
right. So
might
basically, what
even
I'm
because
say
it was.
saying is,
I was into. I was very much into the conversation.
Yeah.
there's certain things that I overlooked. As far as her personality traits, or certain things that I didn't really like about how things were going, based on thinking that I could work with what I have, because she's given me her word or her trust. Like, yeah, I know I'm like this, but I'm working on this, and this will change that, and yada yada
Yo,
yada.
there was a
Being
lot
vague.
of that, bro, and I
know.
guess to the point where I
So-
say, man, I don't need this no more.
No, but so that's where I'm at now. That's what I'm trying to
You'd
say.
rather the setup already be like, psh,
I feel like what you're saying. That's why I was asking you. Were you always like this? Because this sounds like you're looking for wifey right now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
before, like, and that's what I'm saying. The repertoire
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah.
As I developed. Before it didn't matter,
Yeah.
but then as I grew up, that shit mattered, because I am looking for wifey.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, and the thing is, even when I was looking for wifey before,
yeah, I feel like we just need to make that very clear. You are already wifed up. Like,
oh please
you're-
believe, happily
Yeah,
wifed up. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, so like this is the
Sorry,
the
ladies.
past.
It's just he and I.
Yeah. Not even me, technically.
Hey.
No, not even. Like that.
Woo! What's going on
have a sound
here?
effect.
It's like, so it's all related, actually. I feel like the amount of energy that I've given to that side of it, like whether it be sex, whether it be girls, whether it be whatever, I'm like, yo, what if I just take off a good year to not really give it that. I'll stay platonic with whatever it is and just chill the fuck out and just do what I'm doing. I'm kind of on that tip right now, and I'll tell you why. Because there's a couple of people where I've, you meet here, you get an introduction here, whatever. And my bar has been set so high as far as communication's concerned. And just that, I don't know, that flow, it's like, it's so easy for me to say no right now. It's just so easy for me to walk away from it and not go, oh, let me pursue it just because she looks hot and let me go bang it because it's whatever, an 8, a 9.
Are you, so my question at this point is, what happens if in that time
It comes along?
yeah, she comes along, the one comes along and she hits you and she's hitting you mentally, emotionally.
Yeah.
She's got her shit together.
Yeah.
And she comes to you like, and she's ready. She's like,
and we'll see when that happens. Like,
right, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean that's all
Yo,
you really
trust
can
me,
say, but
we're in the same headspace.
yeah.
But then I find myself on some like, yeah, but why? Like, if
I just
there's-
get bored so quick right now. Like, even the conversations, if they're not stimulating me, I'm just like,
and that,
fuck.
yeah, and that's what I know.
Oh, just
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It
But-
matters.
Yeah.
I mean,
I almost
flying a
regret it
kite
sometimes.
helps me, but it's just
Flying a kite is nice, but it's not gonna keep you warm at night, bro.
Like, I'll give
You
another
already know
example.
that.
Like I feel like even if the way, like like if they don't even really know how to express themselves, like they can't even really,
Bro,
like their relationship
But
with
that's the
themselves.
emotional
Yo,
maturity.
bro.
That's
Yeah.
the emotional maturity.
Yeah, like
That's
that,
it.
that bothers me.
and you know exactly who I'm thinking about, right?
Of course.
You know
Of
exactly
course,
who I'm
of course.
Oh, please tell
bruh.
us. Please tell us.
And it's like they just don't understand.
Yeah,
It's like you're speaking a totally different language
Well, you
that
are,
they've
but you are,
never
though.
even heard, and it just
You are,
seems so.
sadly.
So
You're crazy.
are.
So check this out.
Trust me, I'm not crazy, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really hope. I hope that even if it takes another 14 years, you finally get to that space where you know exactly where it's coming from, and you're like standing by your window one day, just in that moment, think back to yourself like, "Yo, Ryan told me about this." Like, get to that place, yo.
it's
Get to
probably
that
gonna
point.
happen,
Come on,
but you'll never know. I mean,
bro.
I was talking to this one girl where, good looking girl, she knows it. Like
Yeah.
it became so obvious that I'm pointing it out. I'm like, you know what you're doing right now? Just say it.
yeah.
Literally like that.
Yeah.
And
Yo.
then to the point where I'm like, yo, I can't even really talk to you because you don't really talk.
Oh,
Even though like all the bullshit conversations
doesn't
we can
matter
talk about
then.
forever, right?
The
But
looks
it's like,
don't
let's just
matter
get to the
then.
point. What I don't understand anymore is why does it take so long for you to just say who you are? Like, who are you? Let's see it. Like, just put it on the fucking table. Let me see the cards.
Do you get mad at yourself knowing that you were once that person too?
I don't get mad. So check that. If you're getting mad, are you getting mad?
I'm not getting mad, but it's
A little
like,
disappointed?
Because I think back to myself like, yo, my life could have taken so many other different turns had I
Such
just
is life.
discovered this part of life
such is life.
2 years ago. You get what I mean?
But that's the whole thing. I don't think you would have figured it out unless everything fucking happened. You know what I mean?
that's
I
the
know,
part
and
of it
that's
too, though.
that's the part that then helps me
That's
get
a big part of
through
it. Yeah.
So then, so then, how about people that are still in your life
Yeah.
that were around when you used to be that person? Have you gone back and
So this is gonna be.
did you
weird,
have any
bro.
sort of an apology tour? I guess, like.
to her?
Not just
To
no. I mean
her,
to anybody.
them.
To anybody. To any. Yo, listen.
your
Listen.
relative.
Listen.
Yeah.
I made my. I did it. I don't know if we ever touched on this the first day we met, but I feel like because he knows, I made my mom cry. This was maybe 11 or 12 years ago.
I've been doing a lot of that lately.
But the thing is, we had never spoken about it. Never. Like I know that I was the reason behind her in her bed crying. And I walked into the room and I looked at her like, what are you crying about?
Yeah.
But it took me 10 years to think back to myself like, yeah, I'm her son, bro.
Yeah.
Like she pushed me out of her body, and for me to put her in such an emotional state, because that's the first time I knowingly made my mother cry and just brushed it off. Like, nah, bro, I gotta acknowledge that. That needs to be like addressed, touched on, spoken, and I apologize. It was Easter weekend 2 years ago. I called her and I asked, I'm like, do you remember that time? She tried to front about it because she doesn't want to like
Yeah.
West Indian mom. She ain't talking about
She
it.
don't
Yeah.
wanna bring that.
Exactly.
Relive that.
But I was like, I was insistent, and then she admitted to knowing what I was talking about, and then I just apologized.
It's hilarious. My
But it
thing's a
took
little
me doing
different.
that, progressing, mentally, and just.
Nah, that's big.
Anyways,
All I was gonna say is I almost do it like with my mom. I feel like I've been really good. Like I feel like not that you haven't or whatever. I'm just giving my version of it, right? Isn't it funny that you still have to fucking say that weird shit? Like fuck, it's become such a habit. I'm gonna stop saying
Disrespect,
that.
but
Yeah, no, I know,
what you mean.
but I want you guys
I
to know
know.
that the respect's there without me saying it. With her, it's been like I almost do it immediately, but lately I've been going off the rails with like all kinds of conversations where I'm like, I'm seeing kind of to what you asked me. I'm actually going back to where like I allowed certain stuff to happen that I shouldn't have allowed. Now I'm letting out the fucking anger instead of apologizing or whatever for how I was when I was like that. Like I'm almost seeing a different side of it now because I'm like taking off the lens, not just on like I guess we're talking girlfriends or whatever. I'm taking the lens off of everybody now, like all the relationships, brother, father, mother, whatever, you name it, cousin, best friend, whatever. I'm kind of looking at everybody the same way now. And it's gross, bro, because I see a lot of shit where I'm like, oh, fuck, I've been allowing that for a long time because you're what, my brother? Or you're my whatever? Like, it's weird. It's actually fucking weird going through this whole thing. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not just that I'm dropping that off. So with friends that I've had from back then, a lot of them I've kind of either stopped talking to or the conversation's gotten to the point where I'm telling you that, yo, this conversation's really about nothing. If we're going to talk about something, let's talk about something. Tell me what's going on with this. You were saying this. Did you do that? What's really going on here, there, whatever?
Yeah.
Because I feel like everyone just covers shit up. And I'm like, fuck, this is so boring because what the fuck are we talking about?
So I see now you're, if I'm not mistaken, you're looking, show me your substance. No?
I'm just looking like it's so easy to kind of hide shit that you're going through.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Whereas I think it'd be so much better to just fucking talk about it more.
Yeah.
Because I used to be the guy that hid it, and I just saw how much better I feel just fucking saying everything the way it is. So
It's-
not everyone could handle hearing it the way it is. So I'm losing shit left, right, and center right now. What I was gonna bring it to is like when you're like, yo, do you remember being a father? And like when that moment hits you and whatever, right? It's kind of weird. Like I reflect back on it here and there, but like it's always renewing. Like I just chilled with them today, and how I feel like a father right in that moment compared to like 5 years ago, I don't even really remember it because right now I'm like, they're becoming fucking hilarious. And even as a father, my roles kind of change with them now. Like, it's not like I'm still strict and I'm still like, you know, like making sure that they're good and all that. But I have a little bit of a friendly side where like I hear their jokes. I let them hit me with their jokes. And it's like, fuck, yo, that was a fucking good one. Like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay, pat on the back.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah. So it's like, I don't know. It's like I feel like a father all the time, but the way that I feel like a father is different.
Well, you see, but like that's the thing.
Like you, sorry, I was going to say
No,
one more
go
thing.
on.
Like even now, I feel like you're already kind of feeling like a father. You get what I'm saying?
I'd hope,
Yeah.
because I mean,
You are.
Yeah.
Like-
Like look at the conversations that
The
you're having.
best
We're
thing I
talking
love
kids
about
right now.
this dynamic is that I've known you for so long, bro.
you like
So like even the like you maturing into these different. I promise you, yo, this guy is already a father. Like he's
I get-
already a father, yo. So,
Yeah.
like, it's like seeing these things in you. It's amazing, yo. It's amazing.
this like. It's funny because, like I said, even going back to my boy, like he said he didn't feel it till like the first year. That is, it's something I've wanted. Like it's finally happening. Like you guys already know. Like the anticipation, I can't get beyond it. Like, but at the same time, it's real life. Like it's it's not a joke. So it's just like there's times where like I feel like I'm just going through the everyday. Like I'm still me. Like you know what I mean. But at the same time, everything that's steering me right now, it's them. Like they're in mind. Like
This is crazy.
But I don't even like they're not here yet. Like you know what I mean. Like there's still things that I probably naively overlooking just because I just don't know. Like I just haven't like dealt with the totality of a truly dependent being, and not only an independent being, but a dependent being that you created. Like I haven't felt that yet. So I don't know like I said the totality of it. But like, man,
And you're not supposed to until you get there, right? So like you're
I'm like I said, I'm trying to do everything that I can to prepare for their arrival. And it's just like, I can't fucking wait to meet
Yeah.
them. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
shit.
And you know what? A part of the preparation is just fucking chill, bro. Like,
Oh, well, and I feel like, I guess selfishly, there's a part of me that still not wants to not be a father or be immature or like cling to like my youth or anything. Nothing like that. It's just at the same time not lose myself in the responsibility of the magnitude of what's coming and like how much it means to me and like how much like I want it, and yet at the same time, just because I want it, I have to deserve like the honor that is like becoming a father. It's just like I want to be ready for that responsibility and ready to like literally meet it head on, like and deserve the privilege of being a father, to have like, you know what I mean, like a dependent person that
It's a really good look.
like, you know what I mean, like that's,
there are people that don't even look at it like that though.
and that's the sad thing.
there's
That's the
a
sad
lot
thing.
of them that don't look at it like that.
That's the sad thing, right? And
It is, and I get it.
you know,
Like we're that's how we
And
look at
then-
it, but there's so many different ways of looking at that.
And then imagine somebody trying to strip you of it.
And there's that too.
And that's like, fuck.
I think that's like the craziest one for me, to the point where like I want to understand that whole process so much better. Like I think I'd make a sick mediator. Anybody that can't afford mediators, or where's the camera at? Get at me.
The sad thing is, it's you have people who exploit the good ones, people who recognize it and try and paint the picture of, nah, but he ain't shit, and it's just like, how the fuck do you mean, like
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's the sad thing, because it happens so
100%.
often.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
truly
the system's
disgusting.
kind of favored in that sense, right?
And
It's sad that it's still like that, and we just talk about it like it's casual. Like I think that's the part that's weird to me, where like everyone's got one of these stories, and it's not like a against women thing. I know tons of girls
No,
that
yeah.
they're like, "Oh, my brother went through this," and it's like, I bet he did. Like I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
I got the transition right here for you guys. Repping time. 'Cause the man them need to know, bro. And the thing is, I said it on the last. We didn't record 2 weeks ago, but the 2 weeks before that, we were talking about something. I was remember we were talking about the first time I flew the kite.
Yeah.
And we were in the garage, and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I specifically said I was wearing my Bengals T-shirt because I'm a Bengals fan. I said it on the podcast,
Yeah.
and the man them see what those boys are doing, right? Who they?
Oh,
Who they? Who they think gonna beat them Bengals?
yo.
I've
I'm
been a
happy for you,
Bengals
I'm happy
fan,
for you,
bro.
'cause I can
I'm
vouch,
not.
though.
This
I
ain't
can
no
vouch.
bandwagon team. The man
can
them
vouch.
know I've been a Bengals fan.
Yeah.
The man them know I'm not. This ain't no brand new. Oh, the man them are going to the playoffs. Oh, let me pick a team. Oh, the Bengals.
You got
Okay, yeah.
receipts either way, like, but
Bruh.
it's not even. Yeah,
Been a Bengals fan, yo. So to watch my boys go to the Super Bowl right now, like,
I'm not gonna lie, I seen a couple mans on Instagram crying.
Congrats. Cry.
Crying.
but I see a bunch of people. The things that I've seen are like, who knows a Bengals fan? Show me one Bengals fan. Who like your foolishness? Showing
not
charts of America. Who was cheering for KC and who was cheering for the Bengals? Literally just Ohio, like, and everybody
Yeah,
else is gay. Like,
KC, yeah.
what are you guys talking about, bro? Like, there's Bengals fans out here, and I just happen to be one of them. And the man them are going to the Super Bowl. What? I mean, I just want to plug that one and ask if anybody has like, who is your team, and do you know what it feels like to literally watch your diehard team go to like a finals and actually be able to cheer for them? I mean, there's the Raptors from
Oh, well,
2019.
that's just okay. So I was gonna say, if you're talking NFL, because my team isn't. Well,
Oh, yeah, but dog, yours was a terrible story, bro.
that was the, and that's what I was gonna say. That it was the worst. That like, fucking worse.
The biggest lead at the time ever given up in the Super Bowl.
And you know what?
Yes, those Hawks, but the Falcons,
You know
sorry.
what? You know what? I still felt at that moment, at that time, at half, I was just like, they need one more. They need. I still felt it.
That
as
shit
sad
was
as that is,
embarrassing.
and
turn your
so
mic up, bro. Like tilted. But yeah, like
yeah, man,
That was terrible.
It hurt. It hurt. So yeah, my team was the
we were at
Falcons.
my house watching
Yeah,
that when I was in
yeah,
Brampton.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'll
remember,
never forget.
I remember. Yeah.
Even that I have a picture of, like just us sitting down on the couch and her doing
it
this
was,
thing.
everything about that was nice except the result. Like that was
We were so pissed.
That was
yo. Like,
dirt.
it was like, turn this garbage off.
Brady's
Yeah.
king, man. Brady's king.
It's true. The man them say there's no greater white guy.
So listen now. So just
And there were even the rankings when it came to Jordan Brady, like
I saw a tweet.
baseball shit we're talking about?
What?
Transition to baseball shit?
Yeah.
Those guys shouldn't be in there, bro. Continue.
So the tweet was, if it were up to the baseball writers, they would say Tom Brady shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
The baseball writers.
If it was up to the baseball writers, yeah. If
They
it were
would
up to
say
them,
that Tom
Tom
Brady-
Brady, yeah. In terms of Barry Bonds, Barry Bonds, bro, come on, man.
Yo, the funniest one I heard was like, yo, when he came into the league, his head was one size. By the time he left the league, his head,
his neck, bro.
it was like the size of a tire, you know. And then they said even his forearms, like his forearms were regular. By the time he left, it was like putting two arms together.
Bro.
Come on, bro.
So even take away. Let's just say, do we even know his like what years? Like, do we know like exactly? Like, it wasn't his whole career.
when he was juicing up?
Yeah, we don't know. Like, you know what I mean? His whole career has been his whole entire career.
But is there a
His
reason you
entire
make the
career.
argument for Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens?
For me, it's just Bonds is like Barry Bonds. You could say Barry Bonds is like the greatest baseball player, hitter, home run. You could say it all because he has the records. He has everything to back it up. The resume is just unmatched. Barry Bonds, it's unmatched. But when it comes to pitchers, you could say I can name 5 better pitchers than Roger Clemens. As great as Roger
I
Clemens
mean,
is.
okay, the one that sort of gets me is Griffey.
Oh, but
Griffey
yo,
wasn't
listen,
like
listen.
as heavily like
word is bond,
his-
word is bond,
What?
word is bond. My dad always said growing up, word is bond. The 2 greatest baseball players, Barry Bonds and Ken Griffey Jr. From jump, I'm in grade 1, grade 2.
But they both
grade
juiced up though.
2. Man,
What, the man I'm gonna say Griffey never juiced up?
man.
Look at Griffey, dog. Griffey juiced up a little bit, man.
So even if-
he just never like they
So
never
even
the
if
eye
you-
was
like,
weren't
once
on
again-
him like
once
that.
again,
Man.
take away the years that he did.
But that's my thing.
His swing, you're telling me those steroids created that swing, bro? The most fluid, the sweetest swing, bro. Like, the man you have mans that literally bash the ball, bro. Batter it over, like, my man literally finesses it over the fence. Just, the swing just, yo, don't tell me Ken Griffey shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
All
And
I can add
Barry
to this
Bonds-
conversation is I know it's not easy to have a good swing. That's all I got. I took a golfing lesson. Yo, there's effort in that shit, man. There's a lot of fucking coaching in that shit. It's
Golf
like-
is a whole different ballgame.
But I'm just saying it for the swing aspect of it. Like base. That's all I got. That's all I fucking got.
You have to swing this dick. Pump it up. Other thing I was gonna bring up was Joe Rogan.
Yo, I did. So okay, I never saw. I never.
I mean, the thing is,
read this a
not,
little
I
bit.
know we don't necessarily try to talk current events.
Yeah.
But it's just
Yeah.
the Joe Rogan thing is like.
It's hilarious. Tell me, what is it? The compilation of him saying the N-word?
Yeah, well, apparently, I know that's it. I haven't
seen a
it.
compilation, but there's a time that he used it on a bit, and I thought it was fucking pretty well done. Where he goes, no, I'm joking. That's got to be a yoga.
Yoga, please.
He came out and apologized yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
I've never seen
I didn't even
yeah.
look at any of it. I wasn't sure if you guys did, and if
I heard,
anybody feels
yeah.
that strongly about it, because
I can't say I've seen the like I'm not.
I haven't seen a compilation.
It's just
my sister showed it to me yesterday.
from what I'm hearing, it's just like it might have been all within context, but it's more so like you see.
But that
like,
makes it okay.
no, like, and that for me, and the thing is, at this point, it's kind of just like
Yeah,
you
continue.
you just at this point, it's just like you've seen, like you're in entertainment. You're not ignorant. You've seen. At the end of the day, like, yeah, racism, white privilege, going on, whatever. But you've seen people go down for just using the N-word. Like you should know better. Like you should just know better as a person in the industry. Forget like just being a white guy, whatever. Like just he should know better. I feel like it's just more than anything.
I haven't seen a compilation, right? So just to throw it in, the one part that where I know he used it, like a bit of his I saw, and I'm gonna paraphrase from what I recall. He's like, "There's a couple of words that you're not allowed to say." Boom, he says it. He's like, "Ooh, did you see how tense it got right now? Oh, see, everyone got all tense."
Funny.
Check this out. And then he goes, "There's two
That's
rules."
not funny unless you're white.
I got it.
That just makes me think he's racist at this point in time.
That's not the funny part, though. It's not even funny. It's just the way that he used it. Check this out. So then he goes, "Okay, so there's
Somebody
two.
said run up on Rogan, dude.
There's two things. There's two times that you can't use it." He goes, "One, you got to make sure that there's no black people in the crowd when you say it." And then he's like, "The second is, not the second." He's like, "Okay, but like, what's the big deal, black guys? Let me use your cool word for a little minute. I'll give it back to you. Let me use it for a cool little minute."
Let me tell you something.
To me, I thought that was like, you said it. People kind of gave you that reaction, but it wasn't like as bad as what Kramer got, or like where they're just like, he's killing it. But the compilation, I don't know. But I read a little thing about India Arie where she was talking to, like, I think she's like, under no context should anyone be using that word. I'm like, okay, that's all I read about it. So I don't know any more than that, but I'd be interested to hear the whole thing.
Bun ain't no bozo. And I know, and there's nothing anybody else can tell me, that anybody who's not black, who's in their car bumping rap music, when that N-word flies and they're by themselves in their car, they're saying the N-word.
I got a joke about that too.
They are saying the N-word.
For sure.
People will make this argument about like, oh, do you think it's really that hard to turn it off when I'm... Yes, because if you're in the presence of people, you can control yourself and know you're not going to say it. Mm-hmm. If you're practicing saying it while listening to music and in the car, whatever, you're not going to let it fly in public. Because the same way you wouldn't cuss around your grandmother,
Exactly.
you wouldn't let that shit
part.
fly in front of black people.
Straight.
Or your friends or whoever.
Yeah.
But what Rogan did, he went and said it because now it's okay to say it. To try to make it okay to say it.
When did he say it? So
I don't know, but I only watched the video like 1.5 times because my sister was showing me off of her phone because somebody tweeted it out. And it's like a, I don't know, 3 minute and something seconds compilation of him saying it. Like maybe 3 minutes and 20 seconds. But I really almost studied it to the point where is it even him or somebody's just like voicing over it and saying it like within, like they have a Rogan voice and is saying it and try to like smear him or some type of shit.
So is it him
But
though? In the
next thing she shows me is him apologizing.
Okay. The 3 minutes that he did it, how many times did he say it?
I
Like more than
enough,
5?
bro. Yeah, well, that for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But I'm like, how are so many people still out here praising Rogan, talking about Rogan, even black people talking about Rogan and they listen to his podcast and whatever. And not once did you guys ever hear this guy let that fly and then you're still okay tuning in and listening? I don't understand. Mind you, I haven't even seen the news. I'm not up on social media. Like I for all I know, could be cancel Rogan right now. I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Nah, this is great. I'm just curious to hear everything. At what point, is there any context under which he could say it, first of all?
No. Like,
What if he's on stage and he's doing comedy and he lands it like Chappelle?
But
The thing is,
Comedy,
listen. The thing is, we are guilty of the same thing as black people.
how?
Towards not even necessarily white people. Like, I mean, the white people, we're not out here calling them
this could be great.
crackers and all of that shit. But like,
Yeah.
when it comes to Indian people, yo, we've said a lot.
Exactly.
My friend.
Chinese
Yeah.
people.
Like Chinese,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we've said a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they've said a lot about us and treated us the same way too. So it's just like, is it in retaliation? Is it because of us? Is like is it the chicken or the egg?
But how many people have you sat down and have a conversation with?
That specific conversation?
Like, have you ever asked somebody who is not black if they've ever said the N-word?
No, I can't say I've specifically asked them that.
So no brown guys are saying the N word at West Humber or at Naki.
I honestly don't know. I
No?
don't remember.
I know they were.
I
I know they were.
I totally was.
I know they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really.
But when you were
don't-
singing, why were you singing?
See what I mean? That's what I'm getting to. So back then, I never looked. I was way too naive to understand this. I just thought it was a word that we're just using, hip hop, whatever. So I never looked
And-
at
and
it with
see,
whatever it comes.
Up.
So
Whoopi Goldberg.
even like the last time we were
Whoopi
here,
Goldberg.
I wasn't saying I wasn't saying the word. I was saying N word because now I see the social responsibility, if you will,
Yeah.
and I personally don't even feel comfortable just because I know what it means to a lot of people. And it's like, why bother? Like, I don't care. I'm not trying to be cool. I'm not grade 9 or whatever it was back then. I'm not in that environment. I'm older, more mature. But that's what I was trying to get at. So it's like, can he get away with it under any context? And then you're like, well, we do the same thing. We're making fun of so.
But we are ignorant when it comes to these things, and nobody wants to talk about it. And it's like,
So this is interesting now. So I read David Spade's book, right? You guys know him?
Yeah.
couldn't put a face to him, but
No,
I know,
here,
I've heard the name
I know
before.
it is.
I'll let you put a face
Yeah.
to him right
Yeah,
now.
when it comes to people, trust me, I'm the lie. I don't know.
It'll come up anyway. It's the guy from he pretends to be the I don't even remember what that show is called, where he's the rich guy and his brother is whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll show
Frasier?
you the picture. Huh?
Frasier?
No.
I was gonna say.
So he says in his
Was he in
book.
Frasier?
So he's a comedian
Frasier's a
too.
bad boy. Frasier's. Continue, sorry.
No, it's all good. He basically he says that, and I'm paraphrasing. But
You want to
what
talk
I
about a
got from
nigger?
it-
Like, Frasier's my nigga.
You used to watch Frasier like that? I never watched Frasier.
Yo, Frasier's
Yeah?
Frasier's hilarious.
I never got
Frasier's hilarious.
Frasier's responsible for some pretty good black shows, my friend.
Oh,
like
that-
black
yeah.
friends,
Kelsey Grammer.
black shows.
This guy. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
So he-
Kelsey Grammer, sorry, but like
Kelsey
Frasier.
Grammer, yeah.
It's just, yeah. Anyway.
So he basically go, okay, that's different.
Fucking
So he,
Cheers, bro. All right.
yeah, I didn't really watch that.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't watch Cheers. I
Okay,
Damn.
spade.
I think like I was watching Three Stooges when Cheers used to come on. Like, I was around Three
Buddy, my
Stooges
dad used to
time.
make. Yeah, I used to
Rather
watch.
go watch Curly, Larry, and Moe.
I used to have to
Fucking
watch
Three Stooges.
MASH.
I got into the beginning,
One
like the
man,
intro to
I
MASH,
not
that
have
tune.
time
I enjoyed that shit. I used to listen to that, and that's it. Then I'm cutting.
Like,
Nah.
man, yo, that shit used to
Unmatched.
just.
That shit used to
It was my
cheese me.
dad. It was
Come
my.
on, yo.
The
Oh,
other one that used to cheese me was Star Trek.
yeah.
Holy
I was never
fuck,
on
Star Trek
was
used to
dope.
like.
I was never on Star Trek.
I got into Star
I
Trek.
hated that shit.
Star Trek was dope.
Yo, my mom, 7:00, bro. What are you doing? Change the channel, like.
Them ones, eh?
Yo, it was bad, yo. It was like 7:00 or 7:30. Star
Something
Trek
like that,
every
yeah.
day.
Your mother is an intelligent woman. She's got great taste.
I mean, I wonder if I sat down and tried to watch it now, what would it do? But I was.
Hey,
not a
yo,
fan.
honestly, you know what show I'm watching that I never like respected back then, but like, yo, I take it in now. I'm just like, holy shit, this show's amazing. Golden Girls,
Yo,
bro. Hilarious.
when I say my sisters watch that
Hilarious.
on a regular,
hilarious, bro.
like I walk into the
my
house and
goodness.
Golden Girls is on. Like,
Bro.
what is wrong with you guys?
Bro, it's you take
Yeah,
it.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a 1-2 times where I like randomly
Hilarious.
caught a
Wow.
1-2, and I did laugh and say to myself, "Oh shit, this show's pretty good." And then,
No,
but they're watching it like religiously, like it's on the TV.
bro, it's good. It's good.
What has you watching it though? Wifey?
So when Betty White passed, it
Oh,
was just
that
like,
one, that's-
but she know, but she
maybe
know,
that's why
honestly,
they were watching it too.
She well, she's been on Golden Girls.
She's
like,
not even the sickest one, bro,
What do you mean?
in the show.
Oh, like hilarious, the funny one?
Yeah.
Nah.
It's the grandma.
Not even the grandma. Her grandma's daughter, the tall one.
Oh, yeah.
Bars for days. No,
That-
the mom's funny, but the top bars for days. Bars for days. Bro.
Yeah.
Bars.
She's my type of. The thing is, I like the grandma's wit, the banter between them two specifically
Oh, yeah,
more than
for sure.
anybody.
Yeah.
Between them two.
Yeah,
But it's because it's almost like I'm her, whatever her name is, the tall one, and then the
Yeah.
grandmother's like the person that I'm getting it from to to go back and forth
Okay.
with. That's why I enjoy her.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, yo.
So David Spade goes.
I know. Like, trust me, I didn't forget. I did not forget. I promise you. I
That's not
promise
good.
you.
It's not good.
Oh shit.
He basically goes, paraphrasing, that he wishes that white comics could make more fun of black people. Because it gets a little like,
Yeah.
like there's all this, kind of like what we're talking about.
Oh, like
So
I like him
oh,
already.
shit.
I like him already.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
him already.
Yeah.
I like him already.
So, and I was like, that's interesting.
Cause I'm sure they have some shit that
There was one that I saw. This was-
Yeah.
bro.
This is a crazy one. This is a crazy
They
one.
can't let
So-
it go.
So I saw.
Cause there's some of them are witty, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if they shared this on Saturday Night Live or where I saw it, but there was a little clip going around and I got it on WhatsApp, right? I'll send it to you guys after though. But basically, it's like a reporter reading like whatever, like some shit. And he's like, apparently,
Mike
the
technique.
new Superman.
Mic technique.
Apparently, the new Superman's going to be black because Superman doesn't know who his father is. And it's like, oh, shit. And it's white people doing it, right? So I wanted to send that to him and be like, is this what you mean? You want more of this? But, yeah. But that goes back to the whole context thing, right? Because I feel like, I don't know. It's interesting to me, and a lot of people go both ways because a lot of people got pissed off when certain Spanish people would say it, right? Or certain Puerto
they
Rican
need to
people
do.
would say it, and then it's like, what is it?
Bro, all they need to do, I'll tell you what the solution is right now.
Yeah,
Just come up with a new word. You know what just came to me?
no, let's hear it.
The you trying to fry plantain shit.
Oh, no, I got good at that.
Bro, how good.
I don't know. I guess I should have showed that picture too. Better than that last one.
even
And
during
by the way,
all
the
that
last
time?
one, even though they look burnt, they're actually really good. It wasn't even that bad. It just looked bad.
Plantain's something that like plantain's magical that way, but like obviously you want to get it that nice golden brown nut.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not there yet.
That's a thing, you know. Though.
What?
Your fry plantain score, if you're not like at least a 7, bro, don't even talk. Like,
Yo.
enough people can't fry plantain, you know that.
coming from
Everything is,
Yeah.
the thing, and the way I love plantain, my biggest, I guess, strike against me would be that I will sometimes fry plantain too early. Like it's still a bit too fresh.
Nah.
So it ain't soft. It
Nah.
don't come out.
And I let that bitch go, bro.
Yo, sometimes
How
it's
you
just hard.
mean, nah?
Sometimes it's like it's there, it's good enough, and then you do it and it's like, it's too early. It's too early.
Nah.
You guys ever add anything?
I don't like to.
Like outside of like the.
I've tried sea salt a couple of
If
times.
anything.
I just discovered the sea salt thing like last year.
Yeah, low sprinkle that just makes the flavor pop.
But what I was gonna tell you is what were you frying? You were frying in what, vegetable oil? Because I fry in coconut oil, bro.
Yeah,
Coconut oil is the
coconut.
next thing.
Winner.
Please believe.
Ganyo.
Please believe.
Woo!
Yeah. I remember when I got introduced to that. Shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I
feel like what I flukily did that actually made one of them really good was I had butter and coconut oil
Oh,
in there.
in the frying pan.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say another thing that we just
On
do
top.
is as like just Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, one of the sickest things that you could do right now.
Yeah.
Hardo bread
Yeah.
with some butter
Yeah.
and some plantain in between. I don't need nothing more. Trust me, bro, when I tell you, like
Get 'em.
that's a regular breakfast thing for me. Just hardo bread, butter, and plantain. Make that bitch into a sandwich, proper. And you know that also I just discovered like last year in England, it's a thing where they make like a sandwich with plantain, mayo, lettuce, tomatoes, plantain. Squish those together.
What do you mean by it's a thing in England?
It's a thing that they serve. Like, if
Yeah.
you can go on the street right now and there's gonna be a man in his little hut frying up some plantain. You turns it into a sandwich and you eat it. And I was like, mayo, lettuce,
Yeah.
tomato. So what did Bun do?
England's changed a lot.
Yeah.
Fried up my plantain, mayo, vegan mayo, lettuce, tomatoes.
Yeah.
You can go on still. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's get through in vegan mayo.
Gotta be, bro.
Me bad.
Trust me, it's a different. Try, bro.
Only going up this year.
Try it. Just try it.
This guy's flossing with his board
Just
game right now.
I know. Joe, there's one night I need to swap out that I want to put on here. That like, I hope the man like you guys may not get it, but like
This guy just did a 3. They're like a fucking hat trick there. Did you catch that shit? This guy fucking That's a hat trick. Oh, man.
I had a plantain thing, bro. Like,
Pump it up to them.
bro, like you have 3 plantain inside. I'm just here waiting on, bro. Like
3, eh? Yeah.
yo, some
What my story is true though. That's what happened. Freaking Sunrise, the one that I go to, started charging $1.63. Wait, it was always $1.63, but they like started counting the amount of fucking
Plantain
plantain
that they
pieces
put
that they
in
put in there. And I'm like, this is getting out of hand now. First, you guys did the price. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. It's not end of the world. You guys do a good job.
had a man named
And now,
counting.
yeah, now literally counting each piece, and then sometimes like it depends on who cut the plantain, right? Sometimes the fucking pieces are fucking tiny as fuck.
Firstly, my friend, stop
So-
calling it plantain.
Why?
Not around us. Maybe around your friends, but not around us. We're gonna need to work on this one.
You know what? I'll say what the accent.
Bun, you no. Anything. I'm like, I just inhaled and I looked at Bun, and Bun was automatic with it because if Bun didn't jump in, I'd have to be the one. I'm trying to tell you.
Yo, bro, just say plantain. Just say plantain.
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 God.
Plantain.
Yeah, just say plantain. Don't say plantain.
Plantain.
Plantain sounds like some nigger shit. Like you niggers go cut my plantain.
With the
Like,
plantain,
yo, like,
yo,
that's the
what?
plantation. You don't want like
Plantation,
yeah, take that out of there, bro. Like plantain, not plantain. Like
Straight.
you fucking nigga, go pick my plantain. Plantain, bro. Just say plantain. But my plantain game, that's like, bro, plant. Yo,
Don't rush that shit, Bun.
if
Bun, don't rush that shit. That's
What?
all I'm gonna say. Don't rush that shit. When you're doing your plantain, don't rush that shit, bro.
it's hard. I'm just
The
no
key.
homo,
The
but it's
key.
hard sometimes, yo. Like trust me. Like, when I say I love plantain, dog, like it's
Plantain's amazing.
and I'm telling you, I'll tell you right now, that's the one thing. When I started to become like a plant-based, like follow a plant-based diet, if there's one thing I was adding to every meal that just worked, it's plantain, yo. You
Yeah.
can add plantain to dinner, lunch, or breakfast, my friend, or a snack in
It's
between.
definitely multifaceted.
Next one,
food.
yo.
I
The
was
next one,
there
the next
enough
one,
to
the next
kinda-
one, yo. The next one, hardo bread, butter, not even egg. Fry an egg with some plantain, brother.
It's like I'm
Brother.
catching up.
Bro, trust
That's
me, yo.
definitely a Jamaican
You
thing.
want some Jamaican?
That's definitely a Jamaican thing.
Yo, the wickedest thing on a Sunday morning right now, bro. Cornmeal porridge, hardo bread, plantain, egg.
You know we
Set.
gotta do an episode in the kitchen now, right?
I mean, what on a Sunday morning? I mean, I'm not having fried dumpling and cornmeal porridge. It's one of the other.
Kited kitchen.
But even that fried dumpling with some corned beef and some plantain. Oh, brother, your thing's going in. Trust me, like that's definitely a Jamaican thing. And I'll tell you right now, for all those Geminis out there, that is my specialty.
Hear this guy.
Vegan cornmeal porridge. Fry up some plantain. I'll have the freshest harder bread. Because when it comes to the harder bread thing, listen to me. I'm in the store squeezing, bro. Like, beer this. COVID and all. I'm touching up everything on a business, bro. Like, I'm squeezing every bread in it to
Can't
make sure
even lie, yo.
I find the softest one.
Yeah, yo.
Check the expiry date.
Yeah,
You're coming
yo.
with me,
Food
bitch.
has it.
You're
Yeah, food
coming
has
with
it.
me.
Correct. Yeah.
Trust me, yo.
So you're saying I'm racist if I go, yo, go get me some plantain.
Plantain. Yeah, basically, bro. Like, Trust me.
It's
Ain't
not
no
coming
black
across
girl.
the same way, bro.
Yeah,
It's
no
not coming
black
across the
girls.
same way, bro.
Sure.
Like I said, that was automatic. I like as soon as you said it, I looked at one. I'm just like, and then he came when I was like, all right, because that not.
Probably go in this guy. The first song you hear in this guy's car, Jigga what? Jigga who? Like, try to keep my N words down, so I went the Jigga version.
Yeah, I took that in still.
That has to be the song, though, that takes the cake. There's no. You know what the joke is? I was watching this. But who cares?
Yeah.
You have 2 kids on the way. Who cares? I gotta show up for work tomorrow. Who cares? A female shared with me today, or sorry, not today, a couple of days ago, that I don't remember if it was a multiple thing yet or she had just done it the first time. That part I want to go back and make clear first, but it's almost like she has a new guilty pleasure, and that's ordering her groceries online and having them delivered, and that whole convenience of it all now, right? Because people oftentimes think that I'm judging them, right? So automatically, I know it was going off for her, where it's like, oh, this guy's judging me, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, truly, I have no problem with...
Yo, can we get some more context? I have no idea what we're talking about right now.
Just try to follow along.
All right.
I have no problem with you calling or whatever, doing your ordering of groceries online and having the new convenience that is being able to order your stuff online and having somebody pick it up for you, deliver it, the whole night.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that because I understand the convenience that comes with it. You want to have time to do these other things, right?
Or if you got kids or like
But
homeschooling, all
don't
that shit. that's going on
act
right now.
like you're doing something with the time when you're really not, and you're complaining about wanting time to do things. But what you want to do is like things like travel and go like buy whatever you want. Things that aren't necessarily practical in a day to day.
You know what's interesting about that though? It's like,
And instead you're just wasting your time.
It's not
like
just that.
rolling around in bed on Instagram or Snapchat and shit.
it's deeper than that, because a lot of these companies are creating exactly that. They want to make it so fucking convenient for you that
You don't even have to get up and leave your house. You can
that,
spend
that
all day
you
in the
could be-
metaverse.
Yeah, you could
Spend
be.
all day in the metaverse.
Yeah.
We're gonna do everything else for you.
Yeah, yeah. Like think about it. What the fuck? Like
It's called the vaccine.
It is not even. I don't even think even if it wasn't a vaccine, was Amazon not becoming like a bigger and bigger
buddy,
thing?
I get-
You know what I mean? Even Uber, like everything was growing. I feel like all COVID really did was fast forward shit. Like this is gonna happen maybe, I don't know, another 2, 3, 4, 5 years, maybe 10 max. Like you know what I mean? So I feel like it's worse for those kind of people because it's by design. But if you don't have that kind of awareness already in your life to be doing shit with your time and you have it, you already lost. Like this whole thing doesn't even matter. And I'm not saying it like in a preaching way, like I fucking waste time all the time. but I'm working on it. You know what I mean? I'm working on it. So that person's gone regardless. But I don't even think it's preachy if you're saying something. I feel like I say this to people all the time.
Nah, but the
Mostly because
the thing
I want to
is,
be that.
Yo, the second I even like say something, it blows up into this bigger thing. It's like,
But what are you saying? I feel like you're confusing two different things. I get the morals behind it, right? I get the work ethic
but
behind
there
it.
is none anymore.
It's not necessarily just that person's fault, and I'm not defending them, but I'm just speaking from like a level of distraction in today's world, and not to justify it or take it away, but it's just it's so common right now that it's like it's hard to fight it. Plain and simple. You know what I mean?
But
you're not supposed.
But like I said,
there's nothing wrong with you saying.
I
what you said.
respect the convenience, because you think
Yeah.
I don't want to save myself some time by kicking it for an extra 2 hours at home
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I like spend time with my kids or have time to do just this stuff.
Yeah.
For sure. But when you're sitting down talking about wanting all of these things,
Yeah.
then doing that to give yourself the time
Yeah.
because it's convenient,
Yeah.
and with that time that you're getting,
Yeah.
you're still not even doing anything. What was it all for then? It would have been better that you got up and did that, went to the grocery store and bought your groceries.
How much time are you spending talking to this person?
Bro.
Like this goes back to what we were saying earlier.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they don't get it. And then
They don't need to.
but even to where we went into even when where we went with that conversation,
Yeah.
and talking about spending time with yourself to know yourself and to understand these things.
Yeah. You know what's interesting about that whole thing? And you could probably relate to this based on what you've been saying. Like, to me, I don't really care. And what I mean by that is, like, I'll say everything that I think is in the other person's best interest. I'll try to help them as best as I can. But if they're really not there to help themselves, bro, you can spend your whole life trying to help that person or give them whatever you want to give them or make them see whatever you're trying to say. They don't see it. Like, nah, don't do that to yourself. Just like if they're committed to doing whatever it is that you think they should be doing in their best interest, if they don't even have their own best interest, like it's a waste of time. Just plain, simply put.
I caught half of what you said.
Hadouken!
However,
I'm about to start screaming plantain right now.
that's you gotta have something like you gotta have one of those, bro, right now to like.
So I was already thinking that. Next time I'm gonna move it here.
That, my friend, was good. That was
I know.
good.
Stuff. And I feel like even we're talking about this before, not where there's certain people that just can't handle that level of a conversation because they're more comfortable, hiding their shit and just keeping it perfect and whatever. Like you don't want to be called out. But I feel like I've gotten to a point where I call out no matter what, but I do it in a very respectful way because I'm not trying to be like, ha, my shit's better than yours. I'm saying it like, yo, I'm going through a lot of shit that I'm working on right now openly, and I only want that type of energy around me. Where if you're working on something too, cool, let's talk. Because I'll let you know how I'm dealing with it. You tell me how you're dealing with it. And hence, I got the book club thing. You know what I mean? It's about seeing people, what they want to work on, how they want to work on it. And are you really going to work on it? Because I'll give you that accountability. I'll get more details about the book club thing after. But that's all I want around me. I just want, even this, I just want this sort of stuff around me that I know is helping me in some way get to the next level,
Substance.
Yeah.
Is that word again? Substance.
Yeah, and just working on something. Just work on something. As long as it's efficient and it's making you into that vision that you see of yourself, your higher self.
Helping you grow.
Yeah, it's got to be that.
Then that's why I have to be. I block a lot of people out. Just like I don't have time for people. Like,
But you have to.
I just don't even have time.
But this goes back to that whole thing about time, right? Like that person that's ordering groceries that you're not, no offense, judging, right? You're kind of doing your version of it. You get what I'm saying? You're just not the grocery guy. You're the guy that listens to this person talk about this person and this person. You get what I'm saying?
At it still, that's a very different way of looking at it.
I'm not even doing that to you. I'm not pointing the finger like, hey, look at you fucking up, like wasting your time. Like we all have our version of it.
You know what the best
I have
part?
a version of it too, and I fucking I see it. The difference is they don't see it. You see it. Like the way that you're acknowledging it right now, you're like, I know, and I'm holding on to it. I'm holding on. Like at least you see that. That's almost a blessing in itself. But then it's almost
awareness
foolishness.
is so key.
It is, but it's overrated.
What?
It's overrated because
How?
if you don't do anything about what you're supposed to do with
it's
the
half of it.
awareness,
Well, true.
Yeah.
Action. No. Well, that's a whole different ballgame. That's a whole different.
That's what I'm saying.
But I get what you're saying.
Well, that's the next level up, right?
Right,
So that
exactly,
it's kind of
exactly.
like what knowledge is power. No, unless you apply
Unless
it,
you
right?
apply it. Yeah.
We're all going through this. Is how I look at it. We all have our version of it. Is there some admit it, some don't, some work on it, some don't. Like, yo, you know how they used to say back in the day, you could tell a person's life just by their habits. You know what I mean? And if we're old enough now to reflect back on shit that we've been doing that's given us this result, whatever that result is. This, again, back to the books. That's why I'm fucking obsessed with these books. You just get a better understanding of yourself going through whatever version of yourself, reflecting back, journaling, writing stuff down, looking at shit from...
People don't do it, yo. They don't do it.
I get it.
They don't.
But it doesn't matter. Are you doing it? That's all I look at.
I know.
That's it, right? And I know enough to know that I don't do it as much as I should. And I don't really care to I'm not. I'm trying to help people that know that they're helping me as I help them. Like, you get what I mean? Like, if everybody's going that direction, that's the bus I want to sit in. And if not, then it's like, okay, well, I'll see you at some stop, maybe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you'll eventually get. Maybe I'll get off and I'll get back on. Like, that's the whole fucking journey.
I didn't even care that much anymore.
That's good too.